Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the DirtFish Pro Rally Course here with Rate Space tonight. We have Kyle alongside me in the commentary box. My name is Callum Crayston. Hello, Kyle. Pleased to see you for the first time in my commentary duties.
How's it going?
It's lovely to be alongside you tonight in commentary.
It's nice to have electricity.
It's the first time we've been commentating. The first time we're going to be commentating together tonight.
Yeah.
So
this is qualifying one, race one. Haven't been to one of these Rally Fighters events in a while. Okay, so we got Sam, Tom, Dusty, Kenny, and Paul up first.
Yep, and you need to change yourself to the. You need to change yourself. There we go.
And we're just missing nobody. I think everyone's here.
Everybody's here. We may potentially in the first race for round 2 miss Andrea potentially because he said that he may be running a little bit late.
Yeah, he'll be in race 2, so hopefully he can make it. Or if he doesn't, he can make it for qualifying 2. I think there's only 11 guys tonight, so he'd still make it to the final. But yeah, let's get going. The guys are ready. So obviously this is the final event of the season tonight, and we have a championship battle that's going to go on right till the end here. It's basically between Kenny and Berries. Kenny is a 2-time Rally Fighters champion already, which he's done in 2 different cars. If he got this one, this would be his 3rd championship in another car, so setting some records there, I'd say.
I mean, as I say, it's the final countdown to gain the much-needed points to win the championship tonight.
So it's 5 points that separate him. He's leading at the moment. 5 points that separate him and his main competitor, which would be Berries. So Kenny in the Merc and Berries in the Citroen. Berries hasn't won a race this season, but he's been right up there pretty much every event, getting close to it. So he's stacked up a good amount of points there, and I'm sure he will be looking to get as many as he can tonight. It's just 5 points that separate them. If you win a Rally Fighters event and you take the qualifying win, the total qualifying win, and you take your semi-final win and you take the final win, you can get 30 points in Rally Fighters in a Rallycross event. So
that's a lot of points.
It's definitely something doable for him. It's not like it's going to be impossible, but it's definitely going to be a battle because we know Kenny's good too. But race 1, they're off.
We deadly getting away pretty well. Oh, it then concertos into one.
Ooh, bit of a punch there. That's the Honda. That's Wee Deadly. And backwards in the Joker. That's Senna. Senna in the Merc. So we got Kenny currently leading with Dusty right behind him.
Now this is a track that I have not seen before. I've not drove around this track.
Leader is currently winning.
I was somewhat nervous to potentially be driving in this when I saw that I may potentially have been driving tonight.
No, it's a very technical track, but it's a lot of fun when you get it right. Kenny doing a good job there. We know that the Merc's not the easiest car to drive in the game, so it's very impressive what he's been able to do with it this season. There goes Dusty, he goes Joker. So unlike most of the tracks here, the Joker is actually shorter on this track. So you will see Dusty there, he's taken the lead now after his Joker, but obviously Kenny's still able to do his. So they should come out somewhere close after he's done that one.
It's going to put the cat among the pigeons, that Joker lap.
Yeah. So Kenny's still beating Wee Deadly and Senna, who have both done their Joker as well. So Kenny is currently leading the guys that haven't Jokered. But Dusty, you'll see, he'll continue. I wonder if Kenny's going to take his now. He might, if he thinks he's maybe faster than Dusty, he might stay out because he could potentially put in a fast lap. But no, he takes the Joker. Very tight exit there, and he comes out ahead of Dusty.
It's getting very tight. between both
That was a
them.
good joker from him.
Yeah, that was pretty good from Kenny.
Ooh, they got a back marker there. Just
Slow.
they're coming fast, but
Senna going past.
they get through. So remember, Dusty, he's actually third in the championship at the moment. We did say that I think if it goes horribly wrong for Kenny and Berries tonight, Dusty could stand a chance of winning, but it's very unlikely.
I mean, tonight it's all to play for.
Yeah.
The points are
Also,
the points are all available.
Dusty's the current defending champion of Rally Fighters. So he won last season. He has been struggling a bit in this VW this season, I think. He had a much better season last season. He hasn't managed to win with that VW. Could be looking for one though tonight. It's not all over for him. Kenny's going to cross the line in first, Dusty second. There's Tom. Tom's had a good season in that Audi. He took the race win at Wild Crest, I think it was.
Oh, he deadly hitting the barrier.
So his car, I think, just a bit messed from some damage he's taken during the race.
As Gutterpunk took his Joker. Doesn't look like he's took the Joker.
He might have. What happens sometimes, this Joker is a bit, if you flip it ever so slightly, there's grass on the inside of the turn into the Joker, and sometimes if you even put a wheel on it, it doesn't register. So sometimes they will have jokered and it doesn't register. It's showing that he's jokered on my screen.
It wasn't showing on my screen that he jokered, so maybe there's been some...
Yeah, I think he did joker, but sometimes also it doesn't register than what the guys do, but we did speak about it, is they will joker again, and on this track it's an advantage to do two jokers, so I've told them under no circumstance are they to do it twice. So sometimes you might see that it shows they didn't joker, but they actually have. So.
I'm not going to lie, this is looking like a very snazzy race today. Everybody's looking as though they're fighting for their lives in this championship. And now, for the first time ever in my commentary career, I get to say bye-bye to you, and I will speak to you once you've done your race.
Yeah, Kenny should appear in a moment to do some commentary.
It'll be the first time I get to commentate over a piece of your driving, so I'm not gonna lie, Kyle. Be good out there, otherwise you'll be getting mixed reviews.
Thanks. I'm just gonna read out who it is now before I go. It's gonna be Andrea, which is Volpeaks. We got Ratek, we got Berries, Palm, Joff, and myself. Good luck to all the guys.
Just quickly checking to see if Andrea's arrived. He hasn't arrived back in the thing yet. It doesn't look as though that he is here. May need... I
don't know why, but Kenny's got an X through his mic there. He is in this chat, but it's just...
He may need to leave and rejoin, potentially.
I've never seen that issue before.
He may be having technical difficulties himself.
An X through the mic. Does that mean that he... I can hear you now.
Yes, I can hear you.
It's fancy. It's got an X through the mic. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to leave you two together. Good luck.
So, looks like we may be down 1 or 2 for the second race, potentially, for the second race in this fight. We're waiting for Palm. Palm's literally just got back, so he may be a minute or 2. I don't know, we're waiting for Andrea. it doesn't look like Andrea's going to be here yet, so we are just waiting for him to get himself online. If he is back, then he will be taking part. If he isn't, then he will miss the first race. He unfortunately is not in the is not here yet. Kyle's gonna Volpix is not here at the moment, so he may miss. Yeah, I did say he was going to be late. A lot of people have issues with getting in at the time, but yeah, I mean, we're waiting for Palm to load in, so there is that at the moment. I forgot to mark myself as do not disturb on Discord. Yeah, that track, I have never come across it before. I've looked at it a few times, and suffice to say that it looks like one of those tracks that I would not like. I don't like the fact that there's barriers literally up close and personal. I'd be nervous into the first little section, even going out of the start gates. I'd be literally trying to get myself straight into first place and hope to God that everybody around me got poor starts. Oh, Palm wants an invite. I will send Palm an invite quickly. I'll be very quick about this. Done. That is that done. I have sent another invite just to be on the safe side. I know it brings up the blue screen, but I thought best to do that to make sure that he has an invite. How's the weather in your neck of the woods, Kenny? I mean, we're getting towards the tail end of the season, so don't get me started on this British weather. I mean, I'd rather be over in DirtFish tonight with that dry forecasted weather. I mean, let's put it that way. As I say, it'd be one of those things to be in hot, sunny temperatures. Do miss the summer. That was a nice summer that we had. We are waiting for Pam. I think he's having clashing issues potentially, or it's not allowing him to join. Ew. That's something I've never seen before. I'm literally looking at his game and it's saying your Sony Entertainment Network has insufficient access rights to use this feature. That's a new one on me. Looks like his PlayStation's having a little bit of issues. I've never come across that in all my life of playing games. Oh, he's renewed it yesterday. Has he been reported to PlayStation for being a naughty person? That's a weird thing. So for context, he is having technical difficulties. So for context, everyone, he is having technical difficulties. He is just restarting his PS4, so he will be. So hopefully we'll be good to go. This isn't the first time we have had technical difficulties doing sessions like this. So yeah, I mean, I've done online racing in the past, and I've done stream. I did some live streaming on ACC long time ago, and I remember vividly my end. I was doing fine in one of the races, and my PS4 crashed. Well, my ACC from the PS4 crashed multiple times. Well, it crashed when I was in the lead. Well, when I was about to get into the lead of a race. I remember the race vividly because it was at France. That Paul Ricard being one of my favourite tracks in ACC. I remember vividly being in the lead, going down that back straight, and yeah, there was issues with my end. Hello, Kyle.
Sorry, we're just waiting for Palm's PlayStation to restart. If he has more issues, we're going to go ahead, but we'll give him one last shot here.
Yep, I understand that. I've just been saying that. I've just been explaining, but yeah, I hope that there's no more technical difficulties. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's a strange one. Never seen that issue from people. It sounds like it could be like a PlayStation Plus issue, like it didn't work, but I don't know. He said he just bought the other day, so it doesn't make sense. But
yeah,
I think Kenny, you've had some weird issues like that, haven't you? And you've just had to like reboot everything and reset stuff. Yeah. But yeah, just like real life racing, sim racing has got its own technical issues. They're a bit different, but same story.
I mean, I seen it on the. I've been watching some of the I've been watching recently because they had a little bit of a promo on Gran Turismo 7, where you could get some extra benefits on the Gran Turismo 7 if you were involved with the World Series and you were watching the videos and stuff. I saw that there's been a few people that have been racing in that, and even they've had technical difficulties in Monaco. So yeah, anything can happen in sim racing, and it usually does.
Unfortunately, everyone's very far apart. Our internets are all very different. Our countries are all very different.
Yeah, Palm's officially said that if it does the same, then that's it. I think he's going to call it a night. Or he's going to try and see if he can work it, see if he can get himself into the second round.
But it'd be a pity if he doesn't make it, because I think we're only 11 cars if you include him and Volpeaks. Oh, there he is. He's in.
Hey! He's officially finally made it.
Okay. So I'm going to jump out again. We're going to get started once he gets in his car.
Yep.
See you in a moment.
Take care, Kyle. Second time lucky. Take care, man. Well, this is definitely threw the cat among the pigeons. Let's put it that way tonight. Technical gremlins galore. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see technical gremlins. I know you don't, but I'm just trying to make a bit of a joke. So, as we start the lobby for the second race, we have Palm in, we have everybody in, apart from Volpeaks. And I don't know whether Volpeaks would have been potentially pretty good at this tonight. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I have to say, seeing you tonight, you did pretty well tonight. Are you doing pretty well tonight at the moment? Dusty has got the pace. Let's put it that way to do a bit. He's really quick. I was happy to call him a teammate when I was doing the other championship that we'd normally do. So Benny's getting the Benny's getting the look of the Irish. He gets pole position. So Kenny, you get. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Seeing Betty's in seeing Betty's in that P1 position, I'm looking at him and I'm like, this is going to be a cakewalk for him now. Hopefully. It's going to take a hell of a start from the other Mercedes driver of Palm. Palm needs to get an excellent start. Alright, let's see. This is the first time I see Kyle racing, so 5 red lights, and it's lights out the way we go, and Benny's gets an absolute stonker of a start, but so does Jeff. Jeff goes through, but Jeff goes in. Jeff and Dratek and K9 go Joker immediately, so that leaves Benny's and Palm squabbling at the back of the field. Also, this gives people a chance to do tactics to keep people behind. Jeff a bit wide. Oh, there's a bit. Oh, there's contact there. There's contact between Jeff and Ratek's being put into the barriers and Ratek's span. I think that was somewhat of a justice for that. Let's put it that way. And oh, Jeff's got damage. Jeff's got major damage. He collided with the barriers there. And that's Benny's going Joker immediately. That's giving him some clear air, and as we see that Palm's come through that, and Palm's in 3rd place. I think Palm's potentially got a... Palm's took the Joker now. So now it's just... Benny's just needs to control this race. Yep, which looks pretty good for the tail end of the race for Benny's. I think this is probably going to be plain sailing for Benny's from now on in. And Kyle is in 2nd place. He's not took any part. He's not took much part in this championship, and yet he is in 2nd place. I am actually pretty surprised and pretty happy to see Kyle in 2nd place. Come on, Kyle! He seems pretty quick tonight. It's as if he's been putting in a little bit of practice. Behind us. Oh, Palm into the wall, and that's Jeff correcting him. I think this hasn't been... Oh, Palm's into the barriers yet again. Palm is not having a good night. He's had the technical gremlins, and then this. Yeah, it's not looking good for Palm tonight. That's definitely not going to do your chances of getting some good results in this event any favours. Oh, and Kyle's had a crash. Kyle's had a crash. Come on, Kyle, you can do this. You can get to the end. Come on, get in P2. Finish in P2, lad. Well done, Kyle. You took P2. Kyle has took P2. Congratulations, Kyle. The first time he races, and the first time he actually does really good. It's probably because of Jeff, Rattock and Palm's little coming together. Well, yeah. But yeah, that was an eventful race to say the least. There may be a few things that may need to be brought up at stewarding for little incidents at that point, but other than that, it was some fair and clean racing. I mean, it could have been just it could have been just the physics. Hello, Mark. First time I'm speaking to you tonight. Good evening. Good evening. Mark, we cannot hear you at the current time. Oops, still can't hear you, Mark. You may need to unplug and replug your headset in.
Good evening, guys. How are we?
Good evening, Mark. I'm doing very well. Yes, I can hear you, Mark. Good evening. How are you?
All right, mate. Not too bad. Oh dear.
That was not a good race on your part.
No. It ended up facing the wrong way. So.
Yeah, it didn't end up the best of rounds for you. I have to say, for the first time in my life, I was quite surprised with your performance in that race.
Yeah, it's the way it's going, but there's a few more rounds to go through for the rest of the evening. So
yep. I mean, tonight we have tonight in race 2, race 2. Well, qualifying 2, round 1. We have Palm, Sam, Paul. Of Palm, Sam, Paul, Andrea, and Kyle. Looks like Andrea's not potentially available for this one at the moment. He's not. Oh, he is online on the thing, so we may give him a few minutes. We may give him a few minutes whilst he's potentially loading in.
Have you been finding the racing so far?
It's been pretty eventful. The track in itself, I'm not that big of a fan of it. Let's put it that way. From my perspective, it's one of those tracks that I would not like to drive myself because I'd be scared that I'd hit so many barriers galore. However, I'm happy to sit here and watch people hit the barriers for me.
Yeah, there are definitely barriers. Don't move around this track. There's tyre stacks as well that don't move if you hit them. And yeah, it's interesting, but I mean, to close the championship on this track is it's definitely probably one of the most technical, but really enjoyable when it does go right. Myself and just suffering then the rest of the race with shocker damage and stuff like that, not handling.
Yeah.
You want to pick up on lap 1?
I mean, picking something up on any lap, it's not the best.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind so much in that final sector on the last lap. Pick up a bit of shocker damage. You've only got to get it over the line. But...
Just gonna say, you may need to accept the broadcast. You may need to accept the.
Yeah, I haven't received one yet.
Haven't received one yet.
He's just in the Discord chat, just organising the guys.
I think he's getting that sorted out. I may quickly just pop in and just say to Kyle just to say that he needs to give you that. Just give me one moment. I will be back in I will be back in a.
Sure, his attention will come back to that. But yeah, definitely an interesting track. Super cool as well, going through that tunnel, sending it on the exit. You get that right.
It does look like a fun track.
Yeah.
in terms of if I was doing this on Dirt 4, I'd probably be feel a bit competitive, because on Dirt 4 I how to put it, I love that game, and I love the fact that I'm able to throw the cars through the course and have a bit of a good time while doing it.
Yeah, I think this track definitely is down to throttle control and just getting the grip. There's that many different changeable surfaces, quite loose, the gravel. You know, you tend to slide the car a lot, even on the tarmac. The other guys who set up their cars, I know people have different driving styles. Mine is definitely flicking the handbrake on most turns, getting that back end rotated. High on tyre wear as well, this circuit.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, well, by the end of 4 laps, my rear tyres are definitely...
seen better days.
yeah. Definitely Formula 1 boys would be coming in for a pit stop, but, you know, us hardcore boys, we're sending out on 4 tyres, no changing.
I've just seen the qualifying 1 report, and it looks pretty good for Berries. Berries is now tied at the moment as things stand.
Right, okay, so that's bringing the championship fight real close, but I'm going in for the team championship as well at the moment.
Well, Berries looks as though well, Berries has got 50. Well, Berries on the thing, he got 50 points for that, for the qualifying 1. Kenny got 45 for qualifying 2. I don't know. I know that may not potentially count towards the points championship, but it looks as though he's bringing it pretty closer.
Yeah, they do pick up points for qualifying. Right, he hasn't made me director.
He hasn't made you director? Oh.
Actually going in for a race.
Oh! Hang on. One moment, please. I may need to get in touch with him. Just one moment.
He's muted his headset as well with this chat. So yeah, just a lot for Kyle to contend with at the moment, just swapping and switching contenders and directors and TV broadcasters and then racing himself. And we know he hasn't been able to join last few times for load shedding, just out of sequence. We'll just abort this race. I don't mind jumping in, having another go. Callum just tries to act. Kyle there, just to abort this one. I bet they're all a little bit surprised to see me on the start grid. Oh, I would take that E3 starting place.
I don't know what's going to happen at the moment, but I've just saw that Kyle's. I've just been discussing this in the chat, and I don't know what the heck's gone on. Kyle's probably had a little senior moment and forgot to do that. He's probably gonna say to everybody to just pull over to the side and restart. That's what probably may happen.
Yeah, it's probably.
I would probably say to everybody to to pull over to the side and restart, because that does not seem right, having you in there as a driver.
I'm going for it.
You're actually going to go.
Well, I've read it up, so everyone else has. So,
well, this will be the first time that I'm actually going to be commentating.
I'll keep an eye on them from back here, but
yeah, keep an eye on everything from.
Kyle hasn't realised. There's a big accident.
Oh, there's a big accident at the rear. Definitely a big accident at the rear there. Unfortunately, I can't change anything, which is very annoying at the moment. I can't change from Palm. I can't change to any of the drivers.
I'm not even going to do track. So we Deadly and Tom have come together at the end of the tunnel. Just myself.
It's unfortunate at the moment that Kyle's had a little bit of a senior moment and failed to notice that there's been an issue, having you as having you in there. I think that this happens to this will happen to everybody. Palm looks as though he's joking at the moment. This will need to be discussed in the staff chat later on tonight as to what to do, or to discuss this later on in the thing. I may speak to Kyle once he. But suffice to say, this has definitely put the cat among the pigeons for tonight's event. Also, it's put me in a right pickle because I can't change drivers to see what's going on. I don't know what's going on with Kyle going on with anybody at the moment.
Right, all I can say is Palm is leading, K9 is in second, so he's not going to wish to change that. You can see, I think Volpeats there is just, he's just crashed.
Yeah. Looks like everyone's just treating it. Looks like everyone's treating this as like a fun race at the moment. This is what it looks like at the moment. Let's put it this way: it's all kicking off tonight. Technical gremlins, people forgetting to do certain things, etc., etc. The joys of actually hosting a live stream, folks. Welcome
K9's
to.
Just gone for his joker now. Palm has taken it. Seen that. Whether this result is going to stand, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe the result may not stand due to the.
I don't mind, I'll take this as a free practice lobby. Race has finished, so Palm winning that. I'm not going to get in the way of results, so I'm just literally going to pull over and let everyone by on the last turn.
Hang on. One moment, Kyle's in the chat, just give me 1 second.
Yeah, meanwhile we'll just try and sort this out. Whether this race will stand is a thing. Technically I don't think it's in the way of anyone, but broadcasting purposes. Not the best of view to display. Mistakes do happen. Chat with K9. Oh, you can see that Palm did win that race, so I'm sure he'll be pleased with that. Overall, good performance from him. That's lap 41. Overall time 3 minutes and 2. 3 minutes and 9 for K9. That's good. Yeah, able to race for quite some time now in the series. All peaks did see him crash at one point.
Well, it looks like it looks like everybody has spoken, and it looks like we are continuing.
Continuing through the night, yeah, as I say, I didn't try to get in the way of results, so it didn't affect anybody's race. And, progress into the next race.
Hello, Kyle. I don't know what happened there, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we waited for so long. Nobody told me until I was already on the track, so... But anyway... Okay, so who have we got now?
I mean, technically we've had Mark twice, so I don't know whether Mark's going to get discounted from that race.
Yeah, he's going to get his result, and that one won't count.
His result in that one will be annulled. So in this race we've got Ryan, we've got Kenny, Jeff, Mark, Tom, and Dusty.
Ryan.
Sam needs to get out. Sam needs to be ejected from the lobby because Sam's. Yep.
So we're missing berries in this, right? Berries.
Yeah, we're missing berries. Berries should be on his way. There we go.
Kenny,
Berries is in.
missing Joff. We got Mark, Tom, and Dusty. Okay, I think that's everyone. We got, yeah, berries. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool.
Yep. So this is going to be potentially the start of the contact in the championship, because we've got the top 2 fighting. We've got Berries there, we've got Kenny there. This should be pretty fun. See how both of them fare up in this event.
Okay, loading in. So yeah, this is obviously qualifying 2 is where it starts. Basically results from the previous round. So that usually means that the faster guys from the previous round.
Did you make yourself broadcaster?
Yeah, so that usually means that the fastest guys from the previous round, qualifying 2, would be in the later races as the night goes on. So,
however, we've only got 11.
You can see you got Kenny, you got Berries, they're the 2 championship contenders. You got Dusty there, he's in 3rd place in the championship. Ratek and Joff, who've also been really quick, and Tom.
Tom's seen a surprise package this season. He could have done
won an event. So
he could have done some good bits. He could have done some good drive. Could have potentially been involved in the championship.
There's only one driver here that hasn't won an event in Rally Fighters, and that's Joff.
And Ratek goes storming his lead. Oh, there's contact!
That's Kenny. Kenny and Gutterpunk.
That's really going to affect his championship at the moment.
And Berries is currently leading, so that's where he wants to be at the moment.
Berries will be happy with that at the moment.
That's what you got to be careful of on that first section of the track. It's a bottleneck right off of the start line. The Berries, he's in the clear, but he's done his joker. We got Ratek currently leading the pack that hasn't jokered. So if he gets a couple good laps,
that was a dive down the inside from Dusty on Jeff.
Dusty and Joff there.
Jeff, Jeff
clips the wheel.
Clips the wall. Jeff clips the barrier, and all of a sudden, Kenny's in.
He's up into 4th.
Kenny
goes joker now. So where is he going to come out now?
I think he's trying to get a bit of clear air. He's now in 3rd place.
So he needs to put in some fast laps if he wants to come out ahead of Ratek. Ratek pretty much, well, Dusty also. Dusty, last guy to not have jokered. Why is Ratek so far back there?
Dusty looks at Dusty's jokered on my screen.
Okay, on mine it's not showing that he jokered.
Well, it's showing on mine that he's showing on mine that he has took the joker. So
that means that Ratek probably the only one who hasn't jokered yet out of all the guys. There he goes. No, who's that?
No, that's the
Gutterpunk. Didn't he go already?
He's already been. And he's basically forced himself into. He's basically stopped on track. I think he may have forgotten that he's took a joker. or it may not have
Possibly.
shown on his screen, and as such he's took a joker, but then he's penalised himself. He's basically
So we
dropped
got
back.
Barry's on his
So,
final lap now. Dusty in second place.
as I say, the only person to have not jokered is Ratic, and it looks like Ratic is not having the best of races.
He was doing well at the start. He must have had some contact somewhere. He's missing body parts on the car. So
Yeah, he had a good bit of contact.
but so far Barry's looking to have some luck. So he took his win in his first qualifying. He's going to take a win here again. So he's going for points.
Has Benny's won a championship race? Well,
He's
run around this year.
He's won 3 events in total, but he's not won one this season.
So he's not won an event. Could this be his event to win and actually seal him the championship?
Possibly. But he wouldn't be new to winning. As I said, of these guys on track right now, the only one not to have won an event ever is Joff.
I mean, it is just the luck for Joff. He has not. The Dutchman has not been flying that much. Let's put it that way around the tracks. Sometimes
He's had a good season.
There's been
Qualifying is pretty good usually.
But yeah, that was another race and a half. But Berries takes the win. I don't know how many points you get for the qualifying sections. What's the? I don't know what you get for winning qualifying.
It's been a while off the top of my head. Let me just check on our spreadsheet here. So
I know
it's a little bit complicated with the maths because you get intermediate points during the qualifying. So the intermediate points is not your championship points. So your intermediate points start at 50 for the winner, 45 for second, 42 for third, 40 for fourth, then you get 39, and then it decreases by 1 going down. You get that for each round. Then at the end of all the rounds, you get a total amount of intermediate points for that. And then that determines what points you actually get as championship points. And then from that, the winner takes 16 championship points, the person who wins all 4 of those rounds combined. And then the next person gets 15, 14, goes down by 1. So tonight there's 11 guys. So the person who does the worst in qualifying is going to take, I think, 6 points. So that's how that's going to work. And then the points you get for semi-final win is 6, and then 5 for second there. It goes down by 1. And then your biggest points to take in one go is if you win the final, you get 8 points, and second place only gets 5 points. So it's quite an interesting point system. It's not the easiest to do in your head.
It's definitely not.
It's good. Right, so who we got now? We got Palm again, I think Sam, Paul, Mark, and myself.
We've got Palm, Sam, Paul, Mark, and you, Kyle. So you need to vacate the premises and make sure you give Kenny the director role now.
There you go.
And we will speak to you when you get back. Have a safe race, and chat to you later. So we are missing Sam. We're missing Sam, and we're missing Sam at the moment. Yeah, that's all that we're missing. So yeah, that was a pretty eventful race, to say the least. I saw that bit of a crash behind, and it was not the best of rounds at that. Did you? So you're looking good for you're looking good potentially for the championship, but you're at the moment. At the moment, you're still in. You're still in with the shout. You're still in with the championship lead as. But the lead's getting a little bit slim. You need to pull a couple of 50. You need to pull a couple of 50-pointers out the bag and hope that Betty's as a nightmare. I mean, you've got to hope that you don't get the look of the you got to hope that you get the look of the Irish to win. And then I saw your I saw that crash, and that was not the best. But so we got Palm on poles. Sam in second. Kyle in third. Oh, he gets the bad luck once again. Lights out and away we're going. Oh! Mark's just trying to dart down the inside of people. There's a little bit of contact, and Mark's had a spin. Mark's put himself in the barriers, going to the Joker, and that's going to put him right. That's ruined his race, and once again he's got damage to his inside, and he's got to make up all that ground now as he's trying to battle with Palm. Once again he's trying to go full send with a car that may be slightly balked. Oh, that was Kyle in the barriers. Kyle's off is in the barriers, and he spun it round and immediately collected himself. It's not going well for Kyle, and all of a sudden we find Honor Senna in third place. Ratic has definitely took his Joker, and that's Honor Senna just literally just sending it through there and forgetting that there's no tarmac involved. Yeah, he got damage. It almost worked. Well, that won't have helped Mark's things. He definitely took his Joker, but he hit the barrier. Palm will probably be sitting there and going, I can't take that Mad Mark anymore. Instead of Mad Max Fury Road, Mad Mark Fury Road. Kyle's doing bits tonight. It's the first time that I've actually seen Kyle be competitive. Oh, he goes on the inside. Oh, what a move. What a move. Take a bow, Kyle. That was a beautiful move. With a car that's balked, you're doing very well. Kyle's got the pace tonight. I don't know if Kyle's secretly been putting in any practice in the background, but suffice to say, he's doing well. He'd definitely be putting me to shame, let's put it that way. That's full send. That is full send, and I like that, Kyle. I like that. Oh, and Palm's hit the barrier. Looks like Honor Senna's having difficulty keeping the car in one piece. He's just... I think he's just doing... He can't keep the car in one... He can't turn the car around. He's doing Austin Powers. He's Austin Powers himself. Oh, it looks like he may have really bad damage. Yeah, he's definitely not good. That car is balked to the nth degree. I don't know whether he's just trying to do not so celebratory Tory donuts, but yeah, that wasn't the best of rounds. Palm will be happy with that win. Well, that certainly wasn't a that certainly was an eventful race. So, as Thing takes the reins again from you. It is now Dusty, Tom, Andrea, Kenny, Ryan and Jeff. Take care and have a good race.
Sure,
Hello.
I've forgotten how much work goes into doing this and racing.
You'd forgotten how...
Let me just say, Mark did a good job while I was away. I'm gonna have to get tips from him on how to run these events.
I'm not gonna lie. If I ever get the chance to be thrown in at the deep end and host and actually do the stuff, actually do the things on there, I would quite happily do that. I mean, that was somewhat of a eventful race, to say the least.
Alright, just to get my bearings, I think we're on qualifying
Q3
race
round
2, right?
2, yes. So I've just said no. I've just read everybody's names. You've got Dusty, Tom, Volpix, Kenny, Ryan, and Jeff.
Sweet. Okay, I think they're all here. I think we're all ready. Let's get this underway. So yeah, I messed up a bit in that last one, but I believe at least I got some style points. Apparently, I heard
you were seriously good coming out of that tunnel section. You got a drift on that I was like, oh my god, that's hot. That was a really good drift. Honestly,
I'm struggling with the Honda to drift it. It's too grippy. I'm used to the Mini. I try rotate very early in the car, then you go out that exit sideways, and you try to get your nose as close to the right-hand side as you can. But it's difficult in this Honda. The Honda doesn't like to go so sideways.
I do have to say, from my perspective, that was really nice. That was a really nice drift. I really enjoyed that. That was That was probably style points for the night, and that has officially put you in contention for driver of the day one style points alone. That was a really honestly you catch my drift with regards to that.
Well, I gotta do something because I'm not winning races.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I would definitely put you forward for driver of the day alone because of that. But we've got Benny's on P1, Kenny on P2. Right out, and away we go. Kenny gets a stonking start, goes in the lead. That means Benny's is in second.
Ooh,
there's been a little bit of contact.
3 cars and a Joker. We got
Jeff,
who's that?
Benny's and Glitterpunk.
Dusty, Volpeaks, and
Jet.
Joff. And then we got Kenny, Berries, and Gutterpunk. Ooh, Volpeaks went to the right there.
Went to the right there. That's definitely a corner cut.
Yeah, it depends if he's slowed down or not, how harsh the penalty will be if it gets looked into, but we'll look at that at a later stage. At the moment, Dusty leading this race, and Volpeaks currently second with Joff, not too far behind. Joff there in the Citroen. I believe he bought a DS3 the other day, so his love for the DS3 runs deep.
I mean,
there goes Kenny into the Joker.
Kenny and
Berries.
Oh, bit of contact there.
Dusty just forcing him slightly wide.
Dusty shoulder badge. Oh, there's been a little bit of an incident further behind. I think Volpeaks hit the barrier.
So we got Joff now. He's down to 4th. Berries and Dusty got through on their Joker lap. The only person I'm looking there that doesn't seem to have jokered is possibly Volpeaks and Gutterpunk, but I might be wrong.
Volpeaks took his Joker, however, it didn't show on the system.
Okay, so then probably Gutterpunk hasn't jokered yet, so we'll see where he comes out.
Jokered, but I don't know that Volpeaks definitely jokered there. So
this is a nice track for drifting. There's a lot of points. Oh, just there, Joff and Volpeaks came together, I think. So that's Gutterpunk through.
And Joff has hit the barriers again. I think Joff's not liking that car at the moment.
Let's check Gutterpunk coming out of the tunnel now.
I'm sorry, but that's definitely not earned style points. That's definitely not earned style points for that drift.
So Kenny now onto his final lap. He's chased down by Dusty. Dusty, I'm sure, wants an event win this season. He hasn't picked up one this season. Also, Berries hasn't picked up an event win this season, so they're both looking for one. Berries in 3rd, he's fighting for the championship. Kenny currently leading. Berries has had some good rounds so far, so Kenny needs to take a couple rounds here if he wants to keep his lead.
How has Dusty not got an event win this season?
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. I think he struggled a little bit to just get used to this VW, because obviously a lot of the guys jumping in new cars this season. And I mean, when you get comfortable with a car, sometimes it's hard to jump into another one. You know, as often this season I was thinking to myself, but I could do this with a Mini, and I can't do this with a Honda. So I think Dusty what did he use last season? He was Audi last season, and the season before that he was the Honda. So he hasn't used that before.
For me, it was my first. For me, this season, it was probably my first. Well, this season it was my first time doing this championship, and I thought, you know what, I'll jump in there. I was like, I don't care what I get put in as long as I get put in something good. I got put in the Ford, and I enjoyed it, but it's not
the Ford's a nice one. I did the Ford in season 2. I was using the Ford.
It's not the easiest car to handle because you can't get the.
Kenny won a championship with the Ford.
For me, it's not that easy to handle. Let's put it that way.
I think we've also had quite a few guys do event wins with that Ford. A couple of French guys did it a couple seasons back.
But I do have to say that the racing that I've been involved with has been very good. I've enjoyed my racing with regards to this. Let's put it that way. Only time will tell whether I may be commentating or racing this season.
Q4 now, right? So I guess I'm racing again.
so we are on to Q4, so that means I can get shot of the start sheet for Q3, and I can bring Q4 start sheet up, so that means we have Mark, Palm, Sam, Paul, and you, Kyle. So when Kenny joins, you can give him the reins, and
There you go. See, Palm straight defaults to a Mini. That's how much he wants to change car after this season.
Yeah, I mean, this car, from my perspective, it's not. Well, the Ford was not my favourite. I know the Mini would have probably been something that I may have enjoyed because of the fact of the shorter wheelbase. I may have enjoyed the shorter wheelbase of that Mini. The Ford, I'm not that capable with. It's very heavy. It's not got the grunt and the power to do that all that much. However, from my perspective, from my perspective, I can't handle that car. I know Carl was saying that you'd won season 2 in that. I mean, you've drove in you've drove in most of the cars. Which one would you probably say is your favourite to drive? The Honda's the quickest for you. What is it about the Honda that you enjoy? So it's got a so it's got a perfect balance of grip and power. Because I mean, for me, the Ford, it doesn't have all that good a grip, and I've had a few times that I've struggled. I mean, I do like the long wheelbase. However, it's not my cup of tea. No, I haven't tried short wheelbase cars in this. I didn't really. I didn't even put any things in to decide what car I was going to do with this. So I got put in the Ford because I was like, you know what? I like the fact that I had a long wheelbase, but then I realised that long wheelbases are not my cup of tea. So I think for me next season, if I do decide to if I put myself down for a race or two, which I hope to potentially do alongside doing some commentary, because I'd love to do commentary for this again, because this is my bread. This is what I've found as my bread and butter. For me, doing this, if I ever get the chance to do something, I'd love to do it in like either the Citroen or the Mini or something different. Something that's got a bit of power, but also a bit of a shorter wheelbase. So I'm not scared of hitting barriers. Rattick on pole. He flies out, away we go. Rattick gets a good start. So does Palm and Kyle. But Palm goes to the Joker, as does Wee Deadly and Senna. Oh, there's been a collision! There's been a collision there! Been a collision between Senna and Wee Deadly. Wee Deadly may be sending it far too much, and there's been a collision there. Oh! Palm's in the barrier! Oh! Everyone's crashing! What the heck is going on here? We've got Palm now in first, Wee Deadly in second, Kyle in third, K9 in fourth, and Senna in fifth. It's all kicking off in this race. He's come back. He's come out in the lead. Kyle in the lead of the race. It may not have shown that he's took the Joker, but he's definitely took the Joker. And he's come out in the lead of the race. We have... I was speaking to Kyle before the event. Oh! Palms into barriers! Palms into barriers! It's all happening tonight. As we've got everybody having a big palaver with these walls tonight. As Ratek goes through the Joker. And Ratek just comes out ahead of Kyle. It's all going to kick off between them two. Oh, there's contact. There's contact between the two cars. Oh, he's sent it too much. So is Kyle. Kyle sent it too much, and Palm's going into third. Well, potentially having a bit of a battle with Kyle. It's all kicking off between the two big people in the server. Oh, that was a nice move. Can Kyle keep it around the outside? No, he can't. So Palm takes second place. Oh, Palm's crashed again. It's all kicking off tonight. And this has been an absolute palaver of a race, but Ratek, for the first time, is getting a race win. Well, that was an eventful race. Well,
It's very quiet in here. Can you hear everyone thinking?
hello. As I say, that was a mad race. Let's put it that way.
I only hear you now. Have you been speaking this whole time?
No, I've not been. There's been a few times and I've just been a bit quiet. But yeah, suffice to say, that was a race. That was a race and a half.
The guys were saying that the stream's a bit too quiet, so here I am to just to liven it up a bit again. Alrighty. So this would be the last race of qualifying then. Qualifying for race
Yep.
2, right?
So we have in this race, we've got Tom, Jeff, Kenny, Dusty, Riot, Berries, and Volpix.
Right, I think that is everybody there. Let's do it. So yeah, that last race was a bit all over the place. It was still fun at times. I had a couple of decent battles. I unfortunately gave Mark a bit of a punt out of the tunnel, but I moved over and let him go past. He managed to recover well though, so apologies for the punt, but well done on the recovery. Tough track this, especially you haven't done any practice and then you come into this, it's tough. Right, we're loading in. So we got Berries on the front there, we got Gutterpunk second, Volpix is third. Joff will start in fourth. Starting on the outside there is tough because you've got to come across, and that's the problem we have in the bottleneck, especially with the 6 cars, is that's caused a couple collisions, I think, going through that section, so they've got to be very careful when they're coming across from there. Kenny is at the back there, he's sort of perfectly lined up, but we know the guys come across. And then Dusty, he's also at the back, he's got to come across from the right-hand side, their right, our left.
I mean, Berries is looking on course to do some good in this championship.
When you're in that spot, you just want to get a great start so you can get away from everyone. But he has bad start.
He's had a really bad start, and everyone's just gone scything past him.
So 3 cars into the Joker, 3 standard. Berries at the back of the guys that's done the standard. We've got, is that Gutterpunk leading the guys that didn't? Yeah, Gutterpunk leading the pack of guys that haven't jokered, followed by Kenny and Berries, the 2 championship contenders. Volpix has done his joker, he's leading out the tunnel. Joff second, Dusty is in third. Very close between Joff and Dusty there. A bit wide there from Joff, so Dusty's going to go up the inside. There he goes. Perfectly done. Great move from Dusty. He's up into second. Gutterpunk's still currently leading the guys that haven't done their jokers. You just see Kenny and Berries having a bit of a battle at the back there. The 2 championship contenders. They both
Kenny
go
and
joker.
Berries go for the joker.
Are they going to come out? No, behind Volpix and behind Dusty as well, right on the side of Joff. So is Joff going to let his teammates through here because he knows his teammate does need the points? Is team orders going to be a thing here, or team? Oh, and he messes up and Berries, his teammate, goes into the back of him. So that hurt Berries a little bit there, but Berries did make it through eventually. He's just a little bit of a way off of Kenny, who's currently in third.
Has Berries got damage?
If he does, I don't think it'll be too much. It was straight impact. He never hit like a wall or anything on his side of his car. It was just sort of the front. So might have a bit of aero damage, but I don't think too much suspension. If you hit the car, unless you hit them really, really hard, and they would have been slow coming out of that tunnel, I don't think he'll have too much. But the problem is now he just has to close that gap between him and Kenny if he can. It doesn't look like Kenny's gaining on Dusty, so that'll at least be a bit lucky for Berries. Volpix currently leading. I don't think Gutterpunk's done his joker yet, but he's down in 5th. I wonder where that'll put him if he jokers. As I was saying earlier, it's a very nice track to do some good drifting, but the problem is there's walls and tires. Oh, Volpix makes the mistake. He hits the tires again. Oh, and he takes out Kenny! Kenny is out. Oh, where's Berries? Berries is down in 5th anyway. Something happened with Berries earlier, so Kenny is in 4th, Berries is 5th. They've both moved down. Berries is going to take Kenny, though. Berries up into 3rd.
Berries has just got past Kenny.
Now on the last lap, Kenny's up the inside though. Can he get... Berries will have the inside line here.
Oh, there's been some argy-bargy there.
Oh, it's going to be neck and neck. I think Berries just might get him. Berries, I think,
No,
by...
Kenny got him. Kenny got him.
No, I think Berries just got him. Yeah. Oh, Kenny managed... They both got Volpeaks. I didn't even see Volpeaks there. I thought he was still in front. Wow, what a finish. Check the time between them. Jeez, that was close. That is absolutely nuts. That was a lot of position changes right at the end. Insane. Alright, so now we go into the semi-finals. So I'm sure Berries will be calculating his points there. I wonder where I'm going to go. Probably with whoever the slowest semi is.
I mean, we're going to have to do some calculations in that period of time.
Berry's going to be quick though. Berry's is always quick. To be honest, I think he might almost be done. He's just doing the final few.
Oh. Shucks, I've just had a bit of a sneezing fit there. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah.
The guys are saying you've been quiet the last few races. What are you doing? Watching the soccer there?
Nah, that race I'm letting people get involved, letting you as well. as I said, the race.
Who's playing soccer right now?
Tonight there's not that much, to be fair. Let me just check. The last, I think it's the last match of the second round.
Look at you looking like you got to check, like you're not watching it in the background there.
No, I'm not actually. It's the last of Group H actually tonight. I've just been noticing it's Portugal versus Uruguay in the final round of the second round of fixtures in the group stage.
South Africa's too good to play that competition.
Yeah, I've noticed that South Africa have not qualified since they hosted it in 2010, which I do have to say that seeing them as hosts was something to behold. Let's put it that way. It was nice to get to actually see a bit of South Africa.
Talking about hosting, we're getting Formula E here in February, apparently. So that'll be interesting. That'll be the time we have the most electricity in this country. Formula E's here. They're bringing it all with them, and they'll probably leave with it too. Probably leave with some of ours used as well. So. But let's just check here with the points. I think he might be done. I'm just going to check some messages quick to check he's happy. I might just dive into a chat with him, but I'll be back in a second if you can.
That's fine. As I say tonight, guys, this is the finale. So this is the final countdown for the championship. Hopefully we have the championship hopefully we'll have the championship sorted and done by tonight. I don't know what will happen in the event of a tie, whether there'll be countback or there'll be most race victories. However, with the standings as they were going into this, Kenny was on 140 points and Berries was on 135, and Dusty back in third with 127, so it's all to play for. However, yeah, championship was looking pretty feisty tonight. Q4 results have just been announced, and Dusty won qualifying 4, Kenny in second, Berries in third, surprisingly. So,
All right, so
we have in queue. Oh, it's the championship leaders in queue
Yeah.
in semi-final 1. We've got Berries, Kenny, Jeff, you, Kyle,
oh my
Sam,
goodness.
and Volpeaks. So
Well, it was nice
well-
racing.
yeah.
Hey, we don't count. I mean, we got Volpeaks in there too. Don't count us out. We could cause an upset here, and we might see the 2 championship contenders not make it into the final. So
I mean, it's all to play for. I mean, you could get, but yeah, you got Berries, Kenny, Jeff,
yeah, come
Kyle,
on, Jeff,
Sam,
myself,
and
and yeah, who does Berries, Kenny, Jeff, myself, Sam, and Volpeaks. Yeah, I mean, Jeff and Volpeaks and Sam, one of us 4 can get through.
potentially, there's a potential in that. There's an asterisk.
Okay, so those guys need to work their way into this lobby. I'm obviously racing, so I'm going to need to go there. I think we can have Ratek in this one, and in the cameras. I'll actually give him permission this time to be on a camera.
Yeah, you need to give Mark the permission to do that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll go fetch him, but good luck with the commentary.
Go shove his ass into the commentary box. So yeah, this is looking good tonight. The 2 the 2 brilliant guys that are Kenny and Kyle doing commentary tonight. I do want to say a big thank you to Kyle for allowing me to do this. As this is the final race of the season, I want to say a big thanks to Kyle for allowing me this honour to take over and do commentary whilst he has been busy. Or whilst he's not had electricity. It's been an honour to do this. I want to say a big thanks to Mark when he finally gets into the chat. It's been an honour. It's been an honour, Mark, to commentate alongside you, and I've loved it.
Yeah, well, it's been good. Been good with you as well. Hopefully this time we can have a straightforward commentary.
Yes, but yeah, seriously, I just want to say it's been an honour to serve alongside you tonight. It's been an honour to serve alongside you and Kenny and Tom and Pam to do a couple of race commentary alongside. It's been an honour to do that, and honestly, if I can do this next season, then honestly, I hope I put a good audition tape in. But
yeah, you definitely had your good run. But on to semi-final 1, mate. It's going to get heated out there now. It's been heated all the way through the night. But
I mean, the fire's definitely been on, and now we're just adding petrol to the. Now we're just adding a bit. Now we're just adding a little bit of pet. Now we're just basically throwing a bit of petrol on bonfire.
Dynamite, mate.
Well, maybe a bit of gunpowder here and there, or a bit of TNT, but
it's going to be interesting to see who gets on pole, and
sparks will fly tonight. Let's put it that way.
Very well. This is where it all counts down to the top 3 going through at semi-final 1. Ooh, Jeff Jefferson are on pole with teammate Berries alongside him, so awesome draw for them guys. I
mean, it's looking good for Berries.
Yeah, Volpeaks and Kenny on that second row. Kenny starting that from that bad position. You've seen that probably throughout the night.
Yep.
Where you really got to kind of tuck yourself in to get through this bottleneck.
I mean,
deadly 2 Hondas back row.
I mean, Kyle has been performing miracles tonight. So can he be the South African miracle to his South African compatriot, or will he be the South African curse?
Yeah, we're going to see. Top 3 go for
Lights out, and away we go, and looks like everyone's going to win. Oh! Kenny's been pitched into a massive accident there. as Volpix goes through into the Joker, and Jeff looks like Berries has had a bit of was caught up in that there. Berries is in P3, Jeff in P2. Volpix has definitely took his Joker. Oh, there's been a collision there with Jeff, and he's been sent up into the stratosphere.
Not what you're going to need. Obviously, going to be picking up a bit.
Not what you need. Oh, there's a bit of a contact there between Kyle and Jeff. And Kenny at the moment is in serious trouble. I don't know whether his car's got shock absorber damage or what, but he is dealing with some severe issues at this current time.
Heavy contact on that front right hand side. But
there was almost certainly a contact there.
Everyone in front is jokers, except for K9. But going to be setting his sights on that top 3 positions.
As I say, it looks as though Kenny may not be able to make it through at this current time. And his current pace. Current pace, it doesn't look as though he's going to make it through.
Well, Volpeak's out in front. He's got quite a little gap of a few car lengths over Jeff there. There is the teammate. We know he's in the fight for the championship, so the deficit...
K9 going for the Joker. I don't know whether he's done a second Joker there.
No, that was his first Joker. Him and Kenny hadn't jokered. Kenny saving his for later on during the race, hoping that these guys slow each other up. Berries will be looking to get past K9, rubbing the barrier there.
I mean, K9 being the South African, having the South African curse at the current time. Well, being the South African curse and possibly forcing Berries out the championship fight.
I don't know. At the moment, Berries still sat in front of Kenny. I don't know how this would sit. Obviously, putting them both out. I think there was 3 points in it.
He'll put both of them out.
Yeah, both of them out. Berries just finishes in front of Kenny. So,
I mean, looking at the championship standings, Berries looks as though he's gained 2 points. The only issue is how many points do you gain for this thing?
Berries has got
past K9. Berries has got past K9. Berries is going through. Berries is going through at this current rate. Kenny needs to pull this Joker out of the bag now.
And he's still got his Joker in hand, and he's not too far off the back of these guys. So he's doing all he can out on track. He's saving that Joker for the last lap. He's trying to like just hunt down that time.
I mean, if he can pull this off, he has definitely earned his place in the final.
He's going to be super close. He's playing it right. He's got clear track in front of him at the moment, so use that. Just drive your own race. Berries, meanwhile, has got back in front of K9, so he's sitting pretty at the moment.
I mean, at the moment, you've got Volpix in first. You've got Jeff in second. Them two are potentially going to cause potentially putting the cat among the pigeons with the championship fight.
This is where Kenny's going to go on and do his Joker.
This is Kyle's hit the barrier. Kyle's out. Kyle is officially out, and
Jeff's got past him. Berry's got past him. So at the moment, Kenny is out.
At the moment, Kenny is out. Kenny has done all he can, but it's not looking good enough. Will Jeff actually let his teammate through to potentially sacrifice his own race for the championship?
He doesn't have to, because just drive your own race, and
this
is enough to put Kenny out. This is
going to be a shocker. Will Kenny lose this championship potentially with this? It's going to the final, and Kenny is out. Kenny is out. Kenny, for the first time ever, has been knocked out. Kenny is not in the final.
No, it's unfortunate for him. Obviously,
Kenny put everything in.
It isn't all ended here. I can tell you, going into that final, Berry still needs to not jump start, and he needs to complete the race. Otherwise, I think Kenny might still take the championship. But I calculate the points myself.
I mean, yeah, jump starting will immediately be a DSQ, and that will give you no points. So Berries needs to basically, he needs to not jump start, and he needs to just finish the race. I think, from what I can gather.
I think so. Yeah. Any points?
Any point? I think this is Berries to lose. This is Berries to lose. Berries now has the championship on the back. Berries now has the championship by the scruff of the neck.
He definitely does. He has it in his pocket at the moment, but as I say, there's still a slight chance, I think, that it could not be clinched at this current time. But yeah, great commentating with you again. I'm going to jump in for my semi-final and
take care.
Scrape through myself.
Alrighty. Good luck, Mark.
Cheers, man.
Well, Kyle, that was certainly a race and a half.
Yeah, there was a small time there I thought maybe I'm going to the final, but I don't know, I shredded my tires too much. That's the problem.
I do have to say that was a race and a half. I do want to say Kenny out.
Yeah, it was almost both Kenny and Berries. If I had not shredded my tires, I think I could have done it, but I was over-rotating too much because I obviously do a lot more drifting than is necessary at times. So. That'll be a big.
By the way, you need to take the broadcasting thing off. Mark.
That'll be a big thing for points now. If Barry's through and Kenny's not. So.
I think Kenny I think that may be potentially his championship over.
Yeah, let's see what the points difference was from qualifying. So Barry's won the qualifying, so he's got 16 points. Kenny got 14 points from that. Remember, Kenny is 5 points ahead in the championship, not including this event. So that would mean that the gap would be closed by 2 points, so he'd be 3 points in front. So Barry's in his final needs to come, what did I say? 3 point gap.
I think there was a 3 point gap going into the semi-finals.
Yeah, so if Barry's comes 4th or lower, I think Kenny wins because Kenny's won races this season. Barry's hasn't.
Don't you get points for the semi-finals doing things in the semi-finals as well?
Actually, hold on. Yes, that's so. Then what did Barry's was 4th, so he gets 1. So, okay, so then the gap would only be 2.
Berries was 3rd.
Kenny
was 4th.
Kenny was 4th, so then that would close it. So there'd be a 2 point gap, I think. So if Barry's comes 5th or 6th, I think Kenny wins the championship, and if Barry's comes higher than that, I think he wins. I think, if my maths is correct. All right.
But all I'm going to say is that this is going down to the wire.
Yeah.
So we've got Pam, Gutterpunk, Dusty, Mark, and Senna.
Sweet. So yeah, it's going to be a very close one. So I think that's just very quick maths that I've done, just looking at also the spreadsheet here quickly. I think what Barry's has to do to win is he has to come 4th or higher in the final.
You'll need to have Berries work out the permutations whilst we're in the
I'm sure he's working it out, or he has worked it out.
I mean, the permutations for the final are definitely there, but not having Kenny in the final, that is a shocker and a half. I was not expecting to see that when I woke up this morning.
So if both of them hadn't made it, if Barry's came 4th and Kenny came 5th, I think Kenny would have won the championship.
But now to see that both of them are not in the both of them, well, Berries is in the championship, but Berries is still in the hunt, but Kenny's night is officially over, and he's got to rely on luck.
And you got to remember, Barry's is in the final, but he's with his teammate Joff. Joff made it too, didn't he?
Yeah, so Joff made it too.
You could kind of think maybe Joff might back off a bit, so that sort of means that Berries can't come 6th, maybe. It depends. If Joff is doing good, he might go for the win because he hasn't had a win this season. So
I mean,
it depends. If he's doing bad, I'm sure he'll let Berries through. If he's doing good, then maybe not. But
I mean, from my perspective, I'd be going for the. I would be going to give my teammate the win because that's the way that I am. I'm somebody that gives that up. But yeah.
Well, if you're busy winning and your teammate's down in 3rd or 4th, you're not going to let them win because you're going to let someone else through.
Jeff said that he's in his own fight with Tom at the moment, so he needs to hope that Gutterpunk doesn't get into the final. And it's lights out, the way we go, and oh, that's a jump start there. That's a jump start there. That was a jump start from Mark.
Oh.
Mark got a jump start and immediately got disqualified. So that's Mark out of this. That means
That sucks.
That means we've got Gutterpunk, Dusty, and Palm looking as though they're going to get through to the final now.
Well, if Mark wants to, he can come jump on with the chat with us if he wants.
I mean, yeah, that is officially a big disappointment now.
Gutterpunk's currently leading this one. He's done that Joker. It looks like has everyone done the Joker? Just Dusty who hasn't.
Looks like Dusty may have not took the Joker. But yeah, that's commiserations. He's jump started once again.
Yeah, so only one of these guys on track right now aren't going through.
So at the moment, Honor looks as though he may not go through. At the moment, I think Palm may have done the Joker twice there. Looks like Palm may have Jokered twice by accident.
They're pretty close there. Gutterpunk doing a good job to hold off Dusty there.
Kenny is already congratulating Berries on winning the championship. I don't know if that is going to be the case, but suffice to say that we need to wait and see what the permutations are for the final. But that was a shocking, positively shocking thing from Mark there.
Yeah, and the VW team was actually fighting for the team championship as well. So the team championship's another thing going on in the background. That's the VW guys and the Citroen guys were fighting. So both Citroens in the final and not both of the VWs now. So if they want maximum points, then Dusty's going to have to try win both these races. You just see him there trying to get past. He's up in second there.
Just trying to get past on a Senna, who's...
But Dusty still didn't do his Joker yet. So technically, if you're looking how close they are, he should come out ahead of Gutterpunk.
Mark is I think Mark's officially rage quit tonight. I think for the first time ever, Mark may have rage quit.
I don't think he rage quit. But we got.
Yeah, he's officially said in the chat, so pissed with himself. So yeah, it looks like
there goes Dusty. He goes Joker. Dusty looks like he's going to take the win here, unless he makes a stupid mistake somewhere. He's just got to hold this now for. Basically, he's like half a lap left, and then he's got one more. So 1.5 laps left. Can he take the win here? He's going to want maximum points.
Team's championship looks as though it may be sealed. So.
I really have no idea with the calculations there, but Dusty will want to give it everything he can, so he's going to go for a win here and a win for the final, I'm sure. That's what he wants. So everyone's done their Joker, they're all going to go that standard lap section.
Now all we need to hope is that Betty's... Now for the... Oh, that close. Nearly caused a palaver there.
Ooh.
That was definitely some dodgy rejoining of the track. But all in all, Dusty's had a belter of a race. Gutterpunk in second and Pan in third. Mark will definitely not be happy with that tonight.
So that's Dusty with number 1 in the bag. We got Gutterpunk second. Gutterpunk did pretty well there, actually. And then we got Palm also going to make it to the final. I don't know how many finals he's been in this season, but he hasn't had a very lucky season. So I'm glad he's in the final for the final one. We got 2 South Africans making it to the final.
I mean, seeing the South African contingent get to the final of this is really nice to see.
Yeah.
However, we
could be looking at our second champion that's from South Africa too, so we'll see.
I mean, all we've got to do is hope that all...
Because remember, I mean, Mark, I mean, he made a mistake there, but he's also reminded us, your race, you can get 0 points for getting a DQ. So if there's even a jump start, it could be the end of some people's championships.
I mean, Berries has got to... Berries could, in theory, not jump start, basically just drop himself back, but then take the Joker immediately, and then try and push on from there.
Well, Joff said he can focus on his teammate now because he believes he's won the team championship. So that means that Berries probably won't come 6th because he's got that protection of Joff maybe holding back. But what did we say? We said we think that he needs 4th or higher. So it's still close. He's got to be careful.
I mean, we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to work everything out before the end of the But I think the winner of the championship should be potentially brought on stream. Potentially, what do you say?
I think there's still some maths and things to do. There might be incidents to look at, so we won't announce it tonight. The guys will find out in the community in the next day or 2, I'm sure. But we can say what we think, but it's not going to be confirmed until.
I mean, provisional standings and all that lot. It looks as though, from my perspective, that Berries is.
So we got the top 3. We got Palm, Gutterpunk, and Dusty from that one.
Senna needs to be.
Senna needs to go.
Yep.
And then we got Volpeaks, who needs to change his car. We got Joff, and who was the third person? Berries, our championship contender.
I mean, as the saying goes,
I mean,
it's
not nice to see anybody have a bad race, but I'm sure Berries is pretty chuffed that Kenny didn't make the final.
I mean, Berries would probably be happy as a box of frog. Well, happy as Laddie. Let's put it that way. He'll be happy as Laddie.
Berries has just got to change his car there. Doesn't want to.
Berries needs to change his car if he doesn't.
He doesn't want to pick up any penalties.
That would definitely not help himself. He needs to change his car immediately, otherwise he will be given a kick up the arse. In the he'll be given the kick up the arse in the staff chat later on tonight. Do you remember? Hang on. I will send him a little cheeky message to say, "Hey, Betty's changed your car." There we go. He has changed his car.
He's changed his fuel from Red Bull to Monster. He's ready to go. All right. Volpeaks is in his car. Everyone's in their cars. Thumbs are up. We are ready to get into this final.
We're waiting for Betty's and Volpeaks to ready up. Once they ready up, it should be.
Let's do this.
Right.
I'm sure they're ready.
Well. It's been a nice end. It's been a nice end to the season. I want to say
another person who hasn't ever won a Rally Fighters event, but in my mind, he's just been so unlucky. But he's dominated a lot of the qualifying sessions. He just hasn't had the luck. Is Volpeaks. To me, it's just a matter of time before he picks up a win. So could this be his win? Palm's never picked up a win, so will he be in luck in this final?
I do want to say before the race starts, it's been an honour to do this. I've really enjoyed doing this alongside you, and I've really enjoyed doing this for the community. And if I get the chance to do this next season, then I would love to do this. But hopefully, I will be able to do this.
So Barry's has started there a lot tonight. I've seen him in that position quite a few times. He didn't get such a good start the last time I saw him there.
But yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to you, Kyle, for giving me the privilege to do this sort of thing. It means a lot, and honestly, I want to say it's been an honour to do this. So
yeah, no worries.
Thanks very much, man.
It's been good to have you on the stream, and thanks for the help. We appreciate it.
You are very welcome for that as we get towards the 5 red lights for tonight.
Yeah, here we go. We're loading up. So Barry's in that spot.
Barry's has got to not
Joff
jump
behind
start.
him. Got the punk right next to him there in the back, I think.
And that's not a
Volpeak's
jump
probably
start.
got the worst
He's
one.
not jump started. That's very good.
Dusty looks like he's going Joker.
Dusty and Volpeak scores
Dusty and
jump at
Volpeak's.
Joker. So that's Berry's into the. So that's Berry's and.
And he's got his teammate in a good defending position there to just give him some space.
Jeff is basically creating a gap to help.
Yeah.
He's also
This
in a
was
fight
Rally.
with Gus. Oh, there's been a contact there. Dusty's in the wall. Dusty is officially in the wall. Dusty in the wall there.
He'll have a bit of damage as well. So Barry's just running so wide there. I think he's lucky that he's got his teammate behind him, because this is where having your teammate behind you is going to save you in this situation, because Joff will try not to hit him.
Joff will basically be concentrating on giving him as many points as he can. As Berry scores Joker immediately to get out of the...
Oh, Volpeak's makes a mistake, so Barry's is in the clear after that Joker.
Berry's is in a monster
great
lead.
Position.
Berry's is in a monster lead, if you know what I mean.
Got Dusty up into second after his accident. Joff in third. Got the Punk fourth. So I think Joff, got the Punk, and Palm still yet to Joker.
This is definitely not Volpeak's.
Joff might do it now, because he might come out close to Barry's, and then he can go back into that defensive role.
I think Jeff had a bit of a wobble there. He's been behind
goes up the inside of Gutterpunk.
He's going the inside of Gutterpunk.
I feel like Joff might try to go Joker now, because then he can try to fend Barry's. No, he stays out.
Gutterpunk goes to the Joker.
Gutterpunk goes fourth. Barry's is still leading. That was Gutterpunk in second now. So that's good for Gutterpunk to come out ahead of Dusty. He's done a good job there.
Now all we need to see is Jeff do his Joker.
I think Joff's got some clear air as well, so if he puts in a good lap or two, he might even come out ahead of Gutterpunk.
But yeah, this is looking like Berry's night, and I think
as long as he doesn't make mistakes or run out of fuel, then he
lap
is
4 out of 6. This is looking like it could be the championship for the. As Jeff
Joff just messes up the exit there of the Joker,
and that may make his fight with Tom all the more harder. But yeah, at the moment it's looking good for Berry's, and I think as far as we're concerned, as far as it looks provisionally, Berry's has took the championship.
And Dusty, just another unlucky final in that VW. This season just hasn't gone his way. I'm sure next season he'll be looking for a different car.
But yeah, Berry's has got a stupendous lead of 3 seconds. He's got to just.
And I remember we did quick calculations. What did we say about 4th and up? He'd win the championship. So,
and I mean, he's in the lead.
He's comfortable here. Even if he makes a small error here, even if Joff or Gutterpunk managed to get him, then I see someone's made a mistake. That's Gutterpunk. So Dusty up into third.
I think that means that Jeff has potentially took his because he was saying about having a battle with Tom. So
Yeah,
So I
I
don't know
think
whether.
I think they might.
I think he may have potentially beaten Tom in this. As things stand.
Joff though just runs it wide there. You think he's struggling with damage? Oof, that was close.
As we got into the final lap, Berries with a convincing lead. Berries can just sit there. Berries can just. But Berries has done a fantastic job for the championship.
Guarantees his championship. So well done to him.
Well done. You have officially won the championship. Well, not officially.
And it moves him up. It moves him up to 4 event wins in total. So that moves him up a level. He's not many people have gotten to 4 wins. So good job.
But congratulations to Berries for doing a convincing performance and winning the champ. And from my perspective, it looks as though he's won the championship. So yeah, congratulations to Berries. That looks like a slam dunk there. Berries, well done to him.
Bringing it back home to a South African again. It hasn't been won by a South African since season 1. So
who won it in season 1? Can I just ask?
I don't like to boast, but it was me.
But yeah, seriously, congratulations. The South African contingent absolutely doing bits tonight. And yeah, that was a really nice championship to be a part of. I did, honestly, I've enjoyed taking part in it. I enjoyed taking part at the start. I know that I'm looking at my position in the standings and I'm pretty annoyed with myself because I've come P15 in the championship. However, I've only done a few rounds and I've took part in a few events, and from my perspective, it's been fun. I even beat Jeff in one of the to get into a semi-final. That's how much of a good time that I've had with this. But it's been an honour to do this. I want to say a big thank you for doing this. I hope to be on this end of the mic next season, and it's been an honour to do this. It's been an honour to do this for you, Kyle, and thank you very, very much.
Yeah, it's been great. Thanks for stepping up. We appreciate it.
So as we say good night and goodbye, just want to say a big thank you to everybody for watching tonight, and I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening. Take care, and bye-bye for now, everybody.
Cheers.